Hello, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. We are live, and tonight we are remembering the Iron Sheik, the great Iron Sheik who passed away today. And I joined the wrestling world in his mourning, and his condolences. Condolences go out to the family and friends of the Iron Sheik. It's just not a good day for wrestling fans in general. But all right, now let's start off with my very special guest. Coming up, there he is, Cayden. Let's bring him on the show right now.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Living the dream here in New York. Love it.
Oh, it's terrible out there. Terrible.
It's horrible.
It's yeah. Words can't describe how it is out there right now.
Yeah, it's I'm not too far from Canada, so we're not. It's no bueno.
Oh, it must be more intense up there then.
Yeah. I work in a school for a part-time gig, and let's just say that gymnasium was it didn't smell good.
Yeah, they cancel all outdoor activities tomorrow already out here from my son.
Oh wow, yeah, they were talking about doing it. It all depends on if the air quality goes up. I should say goes down, but I guess if it goes higher, it's worse.
Yeah, ours is at 295 from what I was told.
Oh, okay. At one point, I think we were at 286. Then now we dropped down. We're down at 251, I believe.
Wow. So this is going to last a couple of days at least.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's no bueno. No bueno.
No bueno. All right, we're going to start off with this. Oh, boy.
Okay.
Let's start off with Wrestle Hell, June 16th.
Yep. Me and
I was gonna say, who's your opponent?
I would be one and only Johnny Malloy.
Johnny Malloy. All right. Well,
yeah.
You're facing him this week coming up.
Yeah, coming up. Yeah, it's a pretty big match. We've me and him have been there since like basically SWA started. Mm-hmm. So, we never touched one-on-one. We've never faced each other one-on-one. It's always been some drama, tag match, triple threat or triple threat tag team. It's never just been me and him. So this is it's been calling. This has been in the works for a long time now.
Oh boy. All right. So June 16th.
Yeah. Me and Johnny Malloy.
It's going to be in Deer Park.
Deer Park, Long Island. I love going out to Long Island. I love the atmosphere. That place is electric every time I go there.
It's pretty electric out here.
I love it. I love when I used to be closer. Now I'm a lot farther than what I used to be. But I love driving out there. I don't know. I just got a lot of good memories, especially at SWA. I've always enjoyed wrestling out there. So
awesome. Well, I'm sure the fans are looking forward to that match out here in Long Island. So
I'm hearing some good rumblings. I'm hearing some good things out there. So
all right.
We'll see.
We'll see. I wish I could be at that event. Unfortunately, I will be in New Jersey.
No, I'm sorry.
That day.
New Jersey. Ay, Jesus. All
That's right. Yeah. I'm going to be at Wynn for New Jersey.
Oh, all right. Very nice. Well, that's a good thing, other than being in Jersey, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, let's start off with how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
How did I fall in love? Well, probably like every other person, seen it on TV, Big Hulkster, Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, those kind of guys. And I was always like, oh man, they're like giant. They're like the characters. And that was it. I was hooked from that point on.
Awesome. So who was your favorite growing up?
So I had a couple. I was a big Hulkamaniac. I think everybody was a Hulkamaniac because brother, take your vitamins, brother. And I don't know. I was just always big with Hulkster. until I got older, and then I was like, wow, he's a real piece of work. But I loved Hogan. You know, I was an Ultimate Warrior fan.
Okay.
Kind of killed me when they faced each other. Really
That was a
tugged
big,
on the heartstrings.
big moment.
It was a huge moment.
Huge.
Like I said, tugged on my heart, man. I was like, I don't know who to cheer for. You big Undertaker, loved Undertaker just for the gimmick in itself.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk about when you started to train to become a professional wrestler. Who were your trainers, and what was your thoughts during that process?
So I was an amateur wrestler to start. So I always had the amateur abilities, even though I don't look like much now. But when I started, I was a lot younger. But I started, you know, I did the whole backyard ordeal, all that little stupid stuff that I probably wish I could have taken back now. But
Right.
you know, that's how everyone got into it. It was fun. It was entertaining. Then I met a few people who were training. I worked with them. His name was Tony Colangelo. Kind of wrestled with him for a little bit, helped me out, kind of showed me the strings and all. And from that point on, I went to Ace, which was in New Jersey, and I got trained over there, like professionally, if you will. And Jorge Luis Rivera, Mo Sexton, Tiny Johnson, these guys were my guys. They helped me out. And I just, from that point on, I kind of was how was it back in the day? They called me a journeyman back in the day. I would travel a lot, and I went from one school to the next, but Ace at that time was my home.
Okay. All right. Now, when you graduated and you had your first professional match, right? Because you never stopped training. Who was
I still train till day.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the guys tell me, we're still training. It doesn't matter how old
Yeah.
you are. You could be 50, 60.
Always learning something.
Tell me about your first match. Who was your opponent, and what were your thoughts and emotions during that match?
Yeah, I wish I could remember. I don't. I honestly don't. People ask me this till this day, and I do not remember who my first match was.
Wow.
I have a lot of matches, and I do remember. Yeah. I don't remember who I faced. It was probably a no-name guy, which, you know, that doesn't probably surprise anybody. But I remember I wasn't scared. I wasn't nervous. I was excited, which a lot of people were like, "That's weird." And I'm like, "Why?" And they're, "Oh, you got to be nervous." I was like, "I'm not nervous. I'm just looking to have fun." And it's how I go into all my wrestling matches. I just look to have fun.
Yeah, it's not weird at all, man. You should be excited.
Some people, that's what I thought, but some people are like, "Oh, you don't have any nerve. You're not nervous." I'm like, "Well, you know, I got nerves, but I'm not. This match, I'm not nervous. Matches later on in my career, I started getting nervous, but that's neither here nor there."
Why were you getting nervous later on? Was it the opponent?
Yeah, sure. The opponent, the fact that I had to go through tables, get hit with light tubes, use thumbtacks, you know, all sorts of goodies.
Which is the worst, light tubes or thumbtacks? Or their body?
Legos.
Legos? Really?
Legos suck. Oh my. I'll take thumbtacks any day. You want to hit me with a light tube? Cool. Legos suck.
Really? Ouch.
I did a Shining Wizard, and a Lego went straight up my booty, and that hurt. Never again.
Oh no, Chris, man,
I
feel for you, buddy.
I'm cursed.
So you would definitely turn down a Lego match.
Oh, in a heartbeat. I'd rather take the thumbtacks.
Okay, let's go into an opponent that you never wrestled, but you would like to wrestle.
Real quick, right to the Dan Barry.
Dan Barry, okay.
Dan Barry. Funny stat. There was years ago. I love Dan. I love his work. I always have. His partner, Bill Carr,
Uh-huh.
I came up with Bill. I love Bill. I've never had the opportunity to wrestle Dan, but I've always loved his work, and I kind of emulate his stuff, like a lot of comedy, but at the same time, I can work. A lot of people don't realize that about me. Like, I get in the ring, people think I'm just, oh, he's just comedy. You want me to work, I can work. If you watch some of my matches, you'll be like, oh, yeah, he can go. He goes for an hour, he goes for 30. Everyone just thinks I'm a comedy wrestler. So I like to surprise them. But yeah, Dan Barry, I never had the opportunity to wrestle, but I've always seen his work. I love his work. And there was a little poll that went on years ago, and it just so happened Dan Barry and myself teamed up, and we were supposed to wrestle each other in this poll. And I was like, oh, that would be fabulous. And it never happened.
Oh no! I mean, you might be there Friday. You never know.
Oh, I love it. I've been in locker rooms with him countless times. We know each other. Never really worked each other, and I'd love to.
Awesome. He's the fusion champion over at NYWC.
Yeah, yes, he is. That he is.
All right. Let's go into type of match that you would like to be in that you haven't been in.
Ooh. Type of match. Let's see. I've been in a cage, done ladders, done hardcore, done all that good stuff, done wrestling, I don't know.
Sounds like you've done them all.
I've done a lot. What the hell? That's a good question. Wow. You got me stumped on that. I got to think.
All right. Think about it for a moment. Let's talk about best opponent you've wrestled so far and why.
Oh, man. I would say there's a tie. And so I recently wrestled my partner, Maximo Suave. We teamed together as Defiance. And he really brought out the best in me. Me and him just wrestled for the Upstate Pro Wrestling heavyweight title. It was probably one of the best wrestling matches I've ever had, bar none. We did stuff that I don't think people were expecting us to do. We beat the hell out of each other. But I would say him and Hellcat, who's the boss of Western New York, if you will. He's the promoter for Upstate Pro Wrestling. Me and him just have a chemistry, and I think that every time we step foot in the ring, entertainment was 110%, and people always wanted us to come back, whether we were wrestling each other or tagging with each other. It was always good, and those two guys are just, I think they always bring out the best in me. Along with Anthony Gangone. Anthony Gangone. Yes. Gangone brings out the best in me.
You know, I think that Anthony Gangone has an issue in me. He keeps flipping over my tables at all the events that we're on.
That's what he does. This is what he does, man. Nah, Gangone, great. That guy, he's one priceless.
He's a pretty awesome guy, yeah. When he's not when if he doesn't like you, yeah, you're in for it. But if he's cool with you, you're good. I don't know what else to do. I gave him a huge Funko Chucky doll for his birthday and a signed Chucky poster signed by Tom Holland, the director of Child's Play. And he still doesn't like me. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, that's, oh man, I don't know what you did. You pissed him off somehow.
It's that group he's in. He's in Cayden Industries, and they don't like me very much.
Well, there you go.
They're kind of mean.
little bit. But yeah, I would say those guys are top notch. Probably best I've ever stepped foot in the ring with.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about any goals you may have for the rest of the year.
Reclaim the Upstate Pro Wrestling heavyweight title. Spoiler, I lost. Probably also this match with Johnny Malloy. I'm looking to knock it out the ballpark. You know what I mean? Like, this has been coming for a very long time, and I want this to be match of the night. I'm no BS, no lying. I want this to be. I want people to see this and be like, "Oh my God!" So that's my goal. That's
Okay.
the rest of the year. I don't look ahead. I only look ahead maybe what's coming up. I don't look ahead years down or months down the line. I'm looking what's coming up right now. So those are my goals.
Okay. All right. Let's go into best gimmick match you've been in and why.
Best gimmick match and why? Gimmick match. So when we say gimmick, what are we talking about? Breaking kayfabe over here.
Anything you've been in, whether it be cage, Lego match.
No. Legos suck. We've already made this clear. I hate Legos. PTSD
forget about
from
Legos.
Legos.
Forget about Legos.
Yeah, let's forget. Best match. A couple years ago, we had something of it was called a danger zone match.
Okay. All right.
It was basically street fight, hardcore rules. You know what I mean? But it held a spot in my heart because it was the first time me and my partner won the tag titles, and we did some crazy stuff. I'm talking like package pile driver off the apron through a table. I got thrown from a ladder across the ring, out of the ring. Hit somebody with a giant mallet. Yeah, it was entertaining.
Ouch.
But yeah. Needless to say, if I remember right, I hit the guy and he really no-sold me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit him again. So I blasted him again.
What has been
But
your best
I guess hardcore matches.
hardcore
Yeah.
match? Okay. What has been your best? Oh, hold on. Watch out, Chris. The wrestling promoter listening to this just might put you in a Lego match.
Don't you say that. Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
What has been your best fan interaction that you've had so far?
Oh God, I've had a ton. I've had. So because I guess my character and everything, I've had a ton of fan interaction, and I had someone, a little girl out in Pennsylvania. She for some reason loves me, loves my work and everything, but yet she has to be maybe 6, 7 years old, and she flicks me off every time she sees me. Every time. And every time, like it does. I'm telling you, I'll walk in. She's like, Cayden, and throws the finger. I'm like, I'm not even a bad guy yet. And but she did. She came up to me and she gave me a big hug. One of the events, breaking kayfabe. She gave me this giant hug and whispered in my ear. She's like, "You're my favorite." She goes, "I don't care that you're a bad guy." She goes, "I know you're a good guy." And I was like, "Oh,
that's awesome."
So, I've had kids. I've had kids cry because I lost. I scared. There's a photo going around the internet of I scared the hell out of this kid when I was being a heel, and I yelled at this kid, and you could see him like petrified of me. So yeah, there's some good moments that I have with fans.
Oh, I gotta see that picture.
I gotta find it. It's going around. I had very long hair though. It's very long, luscious hair. Now, not so much.
Not so much.
We won't get into that. Not so much.
All right, let's step out of wrestling for a moment. What are some of your hobbies and things you do outside of wrestling?
Well, I am a roast what radio personality. Host my own
Okay,
radio show.
awesome.
Um, I had podcasts. I have no time.
Tell me
I'm a
about it.
big comic book geek.
Oh, me too.
Um,
Me too.
and giant superhero fan. So
Okay.
the Marvel guys, the DC. I watch them all. So yeah, those are
We
my hobbies.
we got 2 weeks. Secret Invasion.
I know. I'm looking forward. I seen the preview, but I haven't heard anything. So I'm a little worried because usually there's like news about it, and like all
They're,
this and that.
they're keeping
They're
it
like
quiet.
tight-lipped,
They're tight-lipped
very
on this
much.
one.
Meanwhile, Flash, you got everyone talking
Yeah,
smack about this movie, and I
I
can't wait
know.
to bury it.
Everybody's talking about it, but nobody says anything about Secret Invasion.
No, and I'm frightened because I'm like,
I heard that.
oh, I hope Marvel isn't going down the tube now.
I heard there's some stuff in there that's gonna change some stuff. So
I have read that there is things that are they're gonna change the way you look at some other stuff. So I'm like, oh,
right,
interesting.
I heard that
So
too. What was the last good comic you just read?
oh man, the last good comic. That might go back. Let's see. Funny story. Has nothing to do with superheroes.
Uh
I think it was the last Ronin, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
huh.
I just read it, and I was just like speechless because I'm like, oh wow, literally they killed all the turtles. All the turtles are dead except one.
Oh, I didn't read that.
So I was like, oh, what? Kind of like, again, tugged at my heartstrings. I'm like, we're gonna do this again. I grew up with these, and you killed them. But no, the comic itself was dark, but really, really well written.
Okay, awesome. Are you a Spider-Man fan?
I am a Spider-Man. I'm not a giant Spider-Man fan, but I am
Okay.
Depends on what Spider-Man we're talking about.
I was gonna go into the last issue that just came out.
Oh, which one are we talking about?
Amazing 26. Well, they keep
You're gonna
rebooting
have to.
everything, so
They reboot everything. I don't even know what's
uh,
I didn't
yeah,
he just
it's
die?
hard. It's hard. It's hard to figure it out because
I know yeah, because if I remember, I think the last Spider-Man. This is gonna put me back. The last Spider-Man I read was Ock put his soul or whatever into Peter Parker, and Parker's dead.
Spider-Man.
And then he came back as the superior Spider-Man.
Right. Well, it was Doc Ock controlling him, and then he came back somehow.
Yes.
And then he was the
Yes.
superior
And
octopus.
yeah. But they're bringing superior Spider-Man back. I just read that. I'm like, how is that possible?
I don't know.
So
Man.
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel. All right.
Let's just
watch Guardians?
bleh.
Did you watch?
I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen the third one yet.
Okay. All right. I was looking at.
Why you trying to spoil it for me?
Not at all. I'm just gonna say it's great.
You can. It's okay. I personally don't care. You spoil it all you want. I watch it anyway.
Next up,
yeah,
because
what is his name? Oh, did you say the Marvels?
Yeah, Captain Marvel's the next movie. It's like all of them, all three of them: Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Photon. No,
I got no words. Nah, I'm not into it.
Okay.
I wasn't into Captain Marvel. I thought it was cool, the first one. I was like, oh, cool. They're talking about Blockbuster and everything, and I was like, that's funny. But I didn't get into it. It wasn't like the other Marvel movies that I could get into.
Okay. All right. What about Loki coming back?
Absolutely. Loki, Hiddleston, I think that's his name, Tom Hiddleston.
Yes.
I think that's his name. Yes, I am. He I think he's great. I'm looking forward to that because that's another game changer. They said things are going to happen in that season too. That's going to open the way for the other movie.
Right, the Kang Dynasty. I heard that too. Well, he's in it.
Yes.
Kang
So
is in it.
that's are they going to keep him? It,
That's
yeah,
everybody's
Kang's in
guess.
it, but are they going to keep him? Because
Yeah, they're keeping
yeah,
him in it, but they're
as soon
downplaying
as
any promotional work with him.
okay.
But they already filmed it, so
Well, I can't imagine why.
After that is a different story. They don't know.
It's like yeah, well, that's what they're saying about Ezra Miller. They're depending on how well this movie goes with Flash. They're like, well, we might keep him, we might not. I'm like, get rid of him. He's cancer. He's bad.
Good. I'm glad you brought it up. DC rebooting again. All the films, right? James Gunn.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on
that? I can't say what I want to say, but not good. Not good. I'm over the rebooting of how many times am I going to see Bruce Wayne have his parents killed? How many times am I going to see Superman fly from Krypton to I get it. All right. Give me a new story. Give me some DC animated. That's where it's at.
DC anime. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what James is going to do.
Flaming toilet bowl. That's what he's going to do.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right.
Flaming.
I definitely,
drizzling.
When Superman gets released, because that's the first film in the new universe, you're gonna have to come back on and give us your review.
Oh, absolutely. Because I'm probably gonna lambast it. Like, there's no doubt about it.
So I'll
because ain't nobody.
You'll watch it, and then we'll do it like a review. We'll do
absolutely.
We'll do the review 2 weeks after that movie.
I'm down. You tell me, I'm down. I will tell you, I'm very harsh. Because when it comes to Superman, there's only one Superman, baby. That was Reeves.
Christopher Reeves, yeah.
You know it. That was it. I portray him as God when it comes to Superman.
I mean, how can you not? He's iconic in that role. It's like putting
someone
else.
The first, the second.
It's like putting someone else in Marlon Brando's shoes and say that's the Godfather. It's just not going to work.
True. Absolutely. Like. Yeah, the first and the second one's Superman. Oh,
right. You could say the same thing with Star Wars. They put Alden, whatever his name is, Eldritch or whatever, as Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
So Han Solo is there was no way to win in that film.
Nah, it's like, dude, that's Harrison Ford, baby. You can't take that away.
And I thought the film was good, but you just think of Han Solo and you think of Harrison Ford. It's just the way it is.
Exactly. It's like, listen, the movie, like the background, the shots that were taken was amazing. But when it comes to it, it's like you said, it's Harrison Ford. That's like saying Indiana Jones. I'm not thinking Shia LaBeouf. I'm thinking Harrison
Ford. Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, speaking of which,
even though they're trying to do a female.
Yeah, since you brought it up, what are you thinking on the next and final Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford? What are your thoughts going into?
I think he's gonna do exactly what he said about his Han Solo character. The only way he would do it is if he dies. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna die in this one.
Oh no, poor Indiana.
Listen.
It's the natural progression of the story.
It's like, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have him walk into the sunset? It's like, I've seen it too many times.
Right.
So I think it'll be a good ending, but I don't think he lives.
Okay.
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly. I mean, all things come to an end.
Yeah, all good things do come to an end. It's very true.
Bad things do come to an
end. Sometimes you wish sooner rather than later, but you know. Yeah.
All right, let's get back into wrestling.
Let's go.
Yes, I know. I am. I'm going to see it at the end of this month. Absolutely. Opening day. I will see Indiana Jones. I already told
There
them
you
don't
go.
book me for any interviews. I'm going 6 o'clock, 6:30 show, whatever that show is. I'm gonna be at the theater.
Nice.
Indiana Jones.
I respect it. I respect it.
Tomorrow night, I'm gonna see Transformers.
I don't have many hopes for that. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I'm just excited for Unicron.
Okay, I agree with you on Unicron. Let me ask you this, because
God.
when the cartoon came out,
Right.
what was the girl's name? The pink robot.
RC.
All right, so she's in this one.
She's in this one.
See, I thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, that's the one from the cartoon. Like, she was. I remember her.
She's
so,
in, but Hot Rod is not in
it. See, there we go. We're already starting downward. There it is.
It's a bad deal when
already starting negative.
Now, if they would have put Hot Rod in, I'd be like, all right, they're going the route of the movie.
There we go, but they're not. Unicron, I saw photos. It looks good.
It's set in the past. Because with the second trailer, it starts off 1994, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm so confused with the timelines now. Like, you got the Transformers timeline, you got DC timeline, you got I'm over it. I'm like, you know what? Just play it. I'm just like, if I go to see a movie, all right, maybe it takes place a couple of years ago, not 1991. I'm like, all right, come on now.
It's like Fast X, right?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That get me started with that. I just watched a video with Michelle Rodriguez talking about there's too many Marvel movies. I'm like, lady, have we not looked at the career of Fast and the Furious?
You know what's funny? It just came out, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I'm looking through my app on my iTunes, and I'm like, Fast X this Friday. What? Release?
Yeah.
It's coming Fast out on digital Friday.
Already. And they're filming Fast X Part 2 or Fast 11, whatever the hell it's called. Listen, you lost me at 9. You sent the frigging car into space, all right? You lost me. Most people lost at the second one. You lost me at the 9th one. You sent the car into space. It's like, let's go. Let's talk about Leprechaun in space, for God's sakes.
That's right. They even made fun of it in this one. They're like, when you went to space, I'm like, oh,
it's like, God. Come on, bro. Come
on, enough already. All right, let's get back into wrestling.
Yes.
Favorite venue that you've wrestled out of and why?
Ooh, okay. Favorite venue. I love NYWC Sportatorium. There's something about it. As soon as I get there, I'm comfortable. I enjoy it. I love the atmosphere. I love the guys in charge. I don't know. I feel at ease when I'm there, and I've always had good matches. 9 out of 10 matches that I've had were pretty good. So I've always had fun when I'm there. I've wrestled other venues. You know, I actually am one of the few independent wrestlers that can say they wrestled in the Blue Cross Arena, not for the WWE.
All right. Okay. All right.
So,
let me see. Well, we already talked about, like, you're in the now, right? You're in the now, living in the now.
Living in the now.
So what match are you looking forward to besides June 16th coming up for you?
Well, I believe in August, Upstate is bringing back the Upstate 8. That's a little breaking news. Now, no one else knows about this.
Breaking news, Serena.
Yeah. August, we're bringing back the Upstate 8. And if you look at the history of the Upstate 8, names upon names have gone through this. So it's like a prestigious tag team tournament event. I want to say a couple years back, they did a breaking through, like newer names, but it was singles, whereas the Upstate 8 was always tag teams. So you might see some tag teams reforming. You might see some brand new names in the area. You might see some names in general.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Look at that, what I just created down there. Breaking news.
There you go. I like it. Breaking news, baby.
You heard it here first. I'm Beyond the Barricade. We love breaking news. That's right, Serena. Breaking news from my friend Metal Geek, who's got his own podcast coming up. Geek, get ready for your own podcast.
There you go.
All right.
Breaking news, baby. Yeah.
Man, it was such a pleasure talking to you. Let's jump into this match one more time before we head out. Wrestle
Absolutely.
Hell,
Got
June 16th, NYWC's Deer Park Sportorium. Make sure you go get your tickets right now, right, Chris? Don't waste time.
Get your tickets right now, right this minute. Don't hesitate. This match alone is going to make you want to be there. No lie, no BS. This match alone. Oh, where was my finger? There we go. This match alone. I'm really looking forward to it. Never have I had a singles match with Johnny Malloy. I'm really looking forward to this. He talks big game. He wants my title. You know what's funny? Look what I have on me.
Oh, look at that.
So I carry this everywhere I go. There's no BS.
I know who makes that belt too.
I bet. And I keep it nice and shiny and clean. There's no scratches on it, I don't think. It's not broken, so we're good. But he's talking about coming for this, and I'm the inaugural champ, Adrenaline Television, and I'm gonna keep it that way.
Okay. All right. Chris, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun.
It's been fun, and we're gonna have to do that Superman review thing. I mean, it's gonna be a couple of years for that, but hopefully you'll be back sooner than that.
Oh, absolutely. You wanted me to rate a movie? You just let me know, and I'll break it down for you.
I'm glad you said that. We'll do something for Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones.
Absolutely.
We'll set something up for 2 weeks after. And now, since you brought this up, I'm gonna have to send you to go watch the Marvels. And review that with me.
I'll do it. I won't be happy about it, but I'll do it.
All right, Serena, make sure you set up our Indiana Jones review.
Set it up. Make this happen.
We'll talk wrestling too. How about that?
Sounds good. Just not with the Marvels.
All right, we'll skip the Marvels. We'll choose something else in the future. All right, Chris, tell everybody where they can follow you.
You follow me everywhere. You type in the Chris Cayden. I'm literally everywhere. That's no lie. Got a website, Twitter, Facebook. You name it, I'm on it. The Chris Cayden. Type it in. I'm everywhere.
Type it in. He's everywhere. All right. As for me, I have 2 interviews left for the night, and I don't know who's coming on next. It's one of the two. It's either going to be the Big O or LA Smooth. We're shuffling things around, I guess.
Good luck. Have fun.
I know, man. It's crazy. I want to bring up those graphics. There's LA Smooth. He'll be on sometime later tonight. Woo! Samoan Dynasty member. My first Samoan Dynasty member coming on the podcast.
Nice.
And
look at you.
My good friend, the Big O. He's coming.
That's a big dude.
Yo, he's huge, man, and he's got a big heart. Just so you know.
Yeah, good dude, real good dude, from what I heard.
Real good dude. When my son was in the hospital, he did a little video for him. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I will be forever thankful to him for that, as well as his friendship.
That's awesome.
Your people will message Chris. My people will message your people, Chris.
I like it. Serena, your people, Serena. My people. I like it. Let's get her done.
I thought Alex was gonna come on. What happened to Alex?
He's all happy and that he's like, nah.
I know what he's doing. He's collecting figures. That's what he's doing. He's looking for figures.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's either that or it's SWA business. Who knows?
You know what's funny? I was out earlier and I was at Target and I was looking for figures and I bumped into Alex.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
That's amazing.
Alex was looking at figures because I was in there looking for figures.
There you go.
But thank you first for coming on the show. I
Not a
appreciate
problem. Thank you for having me.
And I
Huh?
can't wait till you come back. And everybody else have a good night. Chris, stay on for a moment. Everybody else have a good night. And my friend Metal Geek, he's having the SATs on, so you're going to want to check that out. That's coming up in a few short minutes. Check him out for the SATs, and I'll be back a little bit later tonight. So then you're going to have to jump out of his podcast to come back to mine. Sorry, Geek. It's just the way of the business. Everybody have a good night.